What's up, guys? Yes, I'm taking that intro from Jacksepticeye. You best believe it. Today, we're going to be talking about, what are we talking about? Oh yeah, we're going to be talking about why you should make a YouTube account. Really, one of the best reasons I can think of, because this is my 16th video now, and the best thing that I can think of is, or my best explanation, more so, is that it makes you more self-aware. And some of you might be wondering what the definition of that is. Others of you may not care. And the others may know what it means, but don't really know the application of what I'm insinuating. You know what I mean? Trying to use big words and trying to sound smart, it's not working. Anyways, so what I mean by self-aware is we'll just read it out of the dictionary from the Google. Self-aware is an adjective that is a describing word. My high school days have not failed me. And what that means is, according to Google, is having conscious knowledge of one's character and feelings. Okay, and a sentence using it as an example is, we are self-aware to know that we are making mistakes. And that's very applicable, because what I want to talk about in this aspect is making your own account makes you very, very self-aware. One, it makes you realize who really cares about you in a deep level, and who supports you and who doesn't. Truth is, a lot of people don't. People that you think that cared about you don't care enough to watch it. Like friends that you think care about the inner details of your life, they're not gonna watch it. Most of your family's not gonna watch it. So what's kind of cool is when you do this, it makes it very easy for you to be open, and it makes it very easy for you to just to be yourself, because it's almost like some of them might watch it. Okay, some people, hopefully you're gonna have at least one or two people that care enough to watch all of your videos without you ever having to ask them or say anything. Some people might just watch one or two, but it makes it easy to be yourself, because generally speaking, these people that you are kind of like ashamed to truly show yourself because of the fear of being judged, you don't have to worry about that, because the majority of them aren't really going to be watching it. So, and the next thing that's cool about it, like what I'm talking about in the aspect that it makes you self-aware, it's not that you're just bad, or it makes you like realize how crappy you are, but it makes you kind of like self-aware of like how, at least for me, speaking for myself, it makes you realize like how not special you are. Obviously I know that like I'm not gonna start making these videos and they're just gonna take off, right? But it gets you in this mindset of, man, I think I'm so cool. Or I might be in that mindset. I wasn't, but you might be in the mindset, I'm so cool, I'm so popular, I like doing this, people really like me. And then you start putting yourself out there, and you can't fake a response. You know what I mean? You can fake acting what a response is, but when you go and you have your own account, you're making content and nobody cares, and nobody's watching it, and nobody's reacting to it, and you're not making an impact, that's just kind of showing that, yeah, you're not much. You're not much at all. So it's not that it makes you feel depressed, although it is discouraging, putting time and effort into something and seeing that not really anybody cares about it. You're not really seeing that anybody cares about it at all. But if you go into something like this, making an account, just knowing that you don't really care what people think in an aspect you do, and you want support, but if you just go in expecting nothing, and then you get something, you get this like new found like sense of accomplishment. And that's really what I'm talking about, and that's just one of my main reasons why I would suggest creating one. And it's forcing you to put yourself out there, and it's forcing you to, it's not forcing you to, but as long as you're yourself, like if I act stupid in front of the camera, or if I'm acting serious, I'm just saying whatever I want to say, I feel like it's going to make it easier down the long term, or like down the long road, and like for long term for me to just be myself in public. I'm going to zoom this out just a little bit so I can use my hands and so you can see them. Okay. But anyway, so it just makes it easier. And again, so it's like having conscious knowledge of one's character and one's feelings, you're gonna get negative feedback, right? Where I'm at, I'm like so small that not really anybody to say. I'll get like dislikes. I'll have at least one dislike. I got like 6, 7, 10, 15 views, and people are so disliking it. They don't like what I'm doing, and I like that. I almost wish people would comment like, "Hey, you're trying too hard to be funny," or "I don't like your background choice in music," or like work on eye contact instead of just looking at the screen like I am now. Try to be more energetic. Try not to be energetic. Try to be still. Just whatever. You get this feedback of what to do, and overall, like I said, I'm repetitive, and I know I'm being repetitive, but I think you should just start one. You're forcing yourself to put yourself out there. You're encouraging yourself to be yourself, and just go in expecting nothing. And if there's an outcome of it, it's only gonna be a good thing. If you're starting at the bottom and you're expecting nothing, you have nowhere to go but up, because you can't go any lower. Because I enter it, and I don't know, and I guess for me it's a little different, because I really did go in genuinely thinking I don't have a lot of followers on Instagram, because I'm not active on it at all. I haven't been like continuously actively posting in over 2 years, just because it was primarily a car account, and I don't get to have my cars anymore, and just got a little baby on the way, as you guys already know, and so I just gotta like reprioritize things, is essentially what it is. But anyways, even I was just expecting like, okay, so I still got 1,000 or so, 1,400, something like that. I was expecting I'm gonna post my link in my bio. I'm gonna tell all my friends about it. I'm gonna post it on Facebook, get my wife to share it. And I honestly was expecting not a ton of people, but I really was expecting like a couple hundred of people. And without asking anybody, just doing it, I think I got like six or seven. I genuinely think it was like 6 or 7. And I was at it, though, I don't know. It's not that it's super discouraging, but it just kind of makes you realize, you're like, man, these people, they love me, they might like me, whatever, but they just don't really care enough to invest time into watching something that I create. Or maybe they know me too well and they already know how I'm going to be on camera, and they're just not interested. But it's crazy because I have all this family that lives so far away, right? I just moved to where I live now, which is in Naples, Florida, and I have all these friends that live up there. We have nobody. It's really just me, her, and the little baby that's on the way, okay? Little boy baby, as you guys know. And it's just the 3 of us, really. I got family a couple hours north and stuff. We get to see them, and that's cool, but I'm just saying, I really just expected a lot more support. I'm not super upset about it. If anything, I don't feel as much pressure, because I feel like I can say whatever I want, because if the few people are watching it without me saying anything, then they know that this doesn't apply to them. And the people that aren't watching it, they just aren't ever gonna know. So I encourage you to just go out there, get something. I have a Canon EOS M50. It was like $600 or so. Got the mic, it was like $100, and I just use a computer and I just record on iMovie, or I record on my camera and I edit everything on iMovie. I had no idea what I was doing, literally just winging it, and the more I do it, the more I learn. I just try to YouTube stuff, but I encourage doing it. Put yourself out there. Get yourself to get a set schedule, because it motivates you, and just give it your all. And I guess that's really about it. And this is Cosmo Moon signing off.